Hey guys, glad you stopped back by. So today, for dessert, I thought we would do something fun. As some of you may know, we came across several boxes of just old school handwritten recipes on cards, just like this one right here. No real rhyme or reason to them. Don't know who did them. We think we figured out a couple of them, but we're still not sure. Definitely, for the most part, not people related to us at any rate. But some of these are really fairly old. Got some stuff in there from the 60s, from the 70s, some stuff all the way up to mid 80s at any rate. And this one's no exception. I have no idea how old this recipe is or who made it, but it's chocolate cherry creams. And they're, from what I'm reading, just essentially real nice chocolate balls, creamy chocolate balls with some a nut of your choice, some coconut, some semi-sweet chocolate chips, some maraschino cherries. It's kind of like an overloaded brownie all in one, but in a ball. So we're gonna give these a shot, right? It'd be good. These would be good, I would imagine, for a holiday party or even football. You know, something to snack on during football. Not healthy, but something to snack on. Things of that nature. But anyhow, if you're new to the channel, welcome. If this is your first video, I hope you get something out of this video. Maybe check out some of the others. We got a few to choose from, that's for sure. But if you are returning or one of our new subscribers, welcome back and thank you. I appreciate that. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you haven't already. Matter of fact, you can do that while I'm sitting here talking too much. And comments always welcomed. All I ever ask is you be nice. Think before you type, right? I respond to every comment. Doesn't matter who it is, doesn't matter how many. I have got one video that's got over 600 comments, and I responded to each and every one of them. You take the time to comment, I'll take the time to respond, I promise. But anyhow, that being said, I'll give you your measurements in cups, tablespoons, teaspoons, along with grams and milliliters. That way, no matter where you are or who you are, you can play along, right? Hold on for me 1 second. We'll get down here to the counter and get started. All right, guys, we are down here at the counter. So the only thing we're going to need to get started at the moment is a 2-quart sauce pot. And for what I'm gathering, everything is going to go in this sauce pot. So we are going to start off by putting just 2 things in this sauce pot to begin with, and that is 1 cup, 170 grams of semi-sweet chocolate chips. And to that, we're going to put in a 1/2 cup, 120 milliliters of evaporated milk. So what we're going to do is we're going to mix this fairly consistent until the chocolate chips are melted and it's nice and creamy and combined. So that way we can start adding stuff to it. But anyhow, let's get this first step done. Melt the chocolate, get it combined with the evaporated milk. Okay, so we have let our chocolate melt and get with the evaporated milk. Sorry, my brain is just 1,000 different places, I guess, at the moment. But we are in good shape. We've let our chocolate melt and we've got it mixed in real good with the evaporated milk. So the next thing we need to do now is we're going to go ahead and shut this off. And we're going to take it off the heat. Now, I don't know how exactly to read this recipe, right? Because I'm not the person that wrote this down, and it was for them, right? But I am gonna, because we got to start combining things, but it doesn't say put it in a separate bowl. It doesn't say what to put in first or second or third. So we're just gonna kind of do it as is, or as I think it should be. And the first thing that they want to do is I have got 2.5 cups. 325 grams worth of powdered sugar, confectioner sugar, and all I did, I sifted it first, so that way it was real fine, right? No lumps, no bumps. Which I don't always do, but it said in here to do, and I thought, why not? We have a sifter, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start pouring my chocolate in, and I'm gonna start stirring it as I go until it's combined. Okay, while I'm stirring the chocolate in, I'm going to go ahead and add in 1/3 cup of maraschino cherries, and they are well drained and chopped up, right? And it was I don't remember It was 100 grams, I'm sorry, of maraschino cherries. And like I said, well drained. Now you're not going to get all the juice out of them, obviously, but you want to get as much as you can out. And then I have got a half a cup, third a cup. Yeah, a third a cup, sorry, of chopped nuts at 50 grams. We're going to add that in. And then we're going to get this all just well combined together. All right, so we've got our all our ingredients mixed together. We're looking just like that, right? So what we need to do now is I'm going to put some plastic wrap on this, and I am going to set it in the fridge for it says about an hour on the card, but what we're looking for, because it may take less time than that depending on how cold you keep your fridge, we are looking for it to get hard enough, firm enough that we can handle it, right? Because we're going to take this and turn it into little balls. So we're going to put this in the fridge. I'm going to start checking mine at about 30 minutes and seeing if it's pliable enough to be able to scoop out teaspoon sized balls. So when I come back, we'll take a look at it and move on to the next step. All right, guys, so we've been a little over an hour. I got sidetracked, but all the same, what we're looking for here, probably better if I just use my finger, is something that's, you know, consistent. You know, we can work with it. We can turn it into a ball if need be. So that is what we're looking for, because we basically made a ganache with a couple things in it. And what we're going to do is we're going to do about a teaspoon at a time, and I've got 100 grams worth of shredded coconut here. It was a cup and a quarter. And what I'll do is I'm going to take, I've got, I don't know what kind of spoon this is, but I've had it forever. And I can get about a teaspoon, look around it. So I'll go ahead and get a teaspoon out. Now I'll just go ahead and slide it in the coconut for its instructions. And we'll roll it around the coconut, and then the process we can form a ball. So that way, by the time it's said and done, this is kind of like what you do with snickerdoodles when you roll them in the cinnamon. It helps to form the ball. So, and it turns it into a ball like that. So it's not that hard. It's actually kind of cool how the whole thing works. You can make these as big or as small as you want, but at about a teaspoon size, you should get about 30. So we should get about 30 of these according to the recipe. All right, so I almost got 30. We got 28. Yeah, 28. 4 rows of 7. But that's all right. That's pretty close for a good guess. So now I'm going to take these. Now we got them rolled and coated in coconut, and I'm going to put them back in the fridge. And we're going to let them sit in there and completely firm back up. And it might take about 3-4 hours, you know, but when I come back, we'll be able to try one. So I'll go ahead and get these in the fridge. See you here in a second. All right, guys. So we were in the fridge for about 4.5 hours, 4.5 hours at any rate. And I went ahead and I got them put up in a airtight container, because we're going to keep them in the fridge. As much as I would like to think that this chocolate would just sit at room temperature and be just fine, I don't think it is. I think this was meant to stay refrigerated till served. So, but there we are, all the same. Whew, sorry about that. It's just having all kinds of issues, isn't it? But that's all right. See if that's any better. Yep, there we go. All right, but all the same, they look cute. They were super easy to make, but let's see how good they taste. That's the real thing. I can tell you, even after 4 hours in the fridge, they're set, but they're still soft, so they're gonna be chewy. That's good. That's kind of dangerous. That's a real nice balance of all of that. The peanut butter, the peanuts, the chocolate, the cherries. This would be interesting with a walnut in it. I mean, obviously the coconut. I think the walnut would bring a nice added flavor to it. You could even probably crush up 2 or 3 different kinds of nuts and put them in there as a mix. That would be good too. But no, these are really quite delightful. I highly recommend you give these ones a try. dry. Let me know if you do. You won't be disappointed. Like I said, I have no idea who wrote this little wonderful recipe or even the history on these for that matter, but I know they're really good. So let me know if you do give these a try, or if you have something similar that you do that would be like that, or just have an idea in general. You can let us know down in the comments below. You can hop on our Facebook group. We got that. Heck, you could even shoot me an email via the website, for that matter. But all the same. So next week, I have no clue. None at all. But I'm sure it'll be fun. It'll be good. It'll be tasty. Don't forget, we have the community tab page now that you guys can leave questions on, comments, concerns. Or just start up group chats for that matter, even here on YouTube. But as I said, next week I have no idea at all. But until then, I'm gonna go enjoy these with the fam. And I love you. I love you very much. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Tell somebody else you love them and you love them very much. They may need to hear it right now. Things have gotten a little loopy again. But even if they don't need to hear it, it's gonna make them smile. It's gonna make them feel good either way it goes. It's gonna make you smile and feel good to tell them, I guarantee it. And if you make them some of these chocolate cherry chews, I guarantee they're gonna smile, grin ear to ear, and it's gonna lead to some good conversation. Probably a glass of milk or whatever the beverage of your choice is. So, until next week, I love you, and I will see you then. All right? See you later. Bye-bye.